Alright, let's crush another gas puzzle from the Cracking the Cryptic guys. These are genuinely approachable sudokus. This one's called Kroopki dots by Clover. I think Kroopki dots are a thing, usually a rule set. So this is a little bit different than that. Alright, so it says normal sudoku rules apply. So I think the double O thing has to do... These are usually much smaller, these like long oval things. So sudoku rules apply. We're going to need the numbers 1 through 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. And then beyond that, also there are oval doot shapes in the grid. Each oval is drawn so that it separates two pairs of digits such that row 1, column 3, 4, and row 2, column 3, 4. Okay. The sums of these two pairs must differ by 1. So these two numbers and these two numbers have to differ by 1, the sum of them? Okay, so the sum, for instance, row 1, column 3, and row 1, column 4, so that's actually these two numbers that I was highlighting, is either 1 higher or 1 lower than the sum of row 2, column 3, and row 2, column 4. Not all possible doots are necessarily given. Alright, so we're doing sums here. So this is probably an interesting one right off the bat because this is so low. This can't add up to less than 3, so it's going to have to add up to more than 3. It's going to have to add up to 4. So how do you add up to 4? It's going to have to be 1 and 3. That's the only way, because we can't do 2 and 2. That's the only other way to add up to 4 without a negative number or a 0. So this is going to have to be it's going to have to be a 1 here for sure. And then it's going to have to be a 3 here. And that's guaranteed because we couldn't have put a 1 here because there's a 1 here. And this has to add up to 4. And the only way we can do it is 1 and 3. So we've got our first digits in the puzzle here. And now we are leading towards another one here. So this is 3 and 8 is 11. And this is 1 and 6, which is 7. So these two have to add up to 6 or 8. So we have a 1 and 2 in the I don't think they can add up to 6. Because you need, so the ways that you can add up to 6 are 1 and 5, 2 and 4, or 3 and 3, and none of those are possible here because of the 1 and the 2 here, and you can't do 3 and 3 next to each other. So these two are definitely going to have to add up to 8, and then we can't use a 1 or a 2, so we must be using a 3 and a 5. And there's a 3 here, so this is going to have to be a 3. Wild that those were fixed. Right, so I can run that back one more time. So these have to add up to 8 because they couldn't add up to 6, and they have to add up to 1 different than 7. Couldn't add up to 6 because we couldn't use a 1 or a 2, so they have to add up to 8. And since we can't use a 1 or a 2, we're going to have to use a 3 because 4 and 4 doesn't work, and we're going to have to use a low number with a high number. So 3 and 5 is the only way to do it, and the 3 has to go here. And now we have a 5 here, so these have to add up to either 9 or... No, sorry, either 10 or 12, and it can't add up to 10 because we already have a 5 here, and this would have to be a 5. So it's going to have to add up to 12, so this is a 7, and we're filling this out relatively quickly. Oh, these have to be the same number. No, they can't be the same number. Okay, so the difference has to be 1. I forgot about the difference having to be 1 here. So, but the difference between these two numbers is going to have to be 1. I don't know if we can figure that out yet. The difference between these already is 1. Okay, and these can't be the same number, so this can't be 1 more than this, or else these would have to be the same number. So this has to be 1 less than this, which means these have to differ by 3, I think that means. Yeah, this one's going to have to be 3 less than this one, I think. I don't know if that's helpful. All right, these have to add up to 4 or 6 because of the 5 here, so 4 or 6. Neither of these numbers can be a 3. Which may or may not be helpful. And neither of these numbers can be a 1. Okay, so what are the ways to add up to 4? It's just 1 and 3, so that's impossible. So these are going to have to add up to 6. 2 and 4 is looking pretty good because we can't use a 1. Yeah, we can't use a 1 on this, so this is going to have to be 2 and 4. And I don't think we know which way that goes because we don't have any conflicts Sudoku-wise there. So, but I'm gonna make this... These are 2 and 4 for sure. Oh, there's a 4 right here. What am I talking about? Okay, so this is a 4. I couldn't see that. All right, blind. I'm a blind person. Okay, nice. And now we have a digit here, which is helpful. So this is 7. These are going to have to add up to either 6 or 8. We can't use 1 or 3. And in this, so probably means there's going to have to be a 2, I would think, because, yeah, 6 or 8, we're going to need a 2. If it was 6, it would be 2 and 4, and there's a 4 here, so it's going to be 8. It's going to be 2 and 6. There's a 6 here, so this is going to be a 6. This is going to be a 2. Awesome. There must be some Sudoku that we can do now, I would think. Yeah, so we're going to be able to place it. Let's place some numbers. All right, there's a 2 here, 2 here. 2's looking here and here, so there's going to be a 2 here. We got a 2, 2. This is a 2. 2, 2, 2. One of these is going to be a 2, and then one of these is going to be a 2. So, okay, so almost all the 2's filled in. We got 1, 1, 1. That's going to put a 1 here. Need a 1 in one of those two. 1, 1. Nothing over here. Okay. I don't know. 3's 3, 3. One of these has to be a 3. 3, 3. Okay, there's not a lot of numbers over in this right side of the board, so but we can figure out quite a bit about this over here, I think. 3, 3. We don't know anything about this. All right, maybe try 4's. 4, 4. We need a 4 in one of these two. Trying to see if this can be a 4. So if this was a 4 and a 7, this would either have to be a 5, 5 or a 3, right? And that neither of those are possible. Wow, that's cool. Cool logic there. So so this can't be a 4, so we're going to be able to place a 4 here, and I'll explain that one more time. So this sum has to be 1 greater or 1 less than this sum, right? So if this is a 4 and these two numbers are the same, then this number either has to be 1 greater or 1 less than 4, right? And the numbers that are 1 greater or 1 less than 4 are 5 and 3, which are both looking at this square, so that means that this can't be a 4. And since this can't be a 4, and we know that one of these two squares has to be a 4, this one has to be a 4. There it is. Awesome. And is that helpful in any other capacity? It doesn't look like it. All right, we have a 5. How about 5's? 5, 5. One of these has to be a 5. Okay. And then we got, seems like these squares are like really almost done. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a 5. A 5 has to go here, because we need a 5 in the box, and there's a 5 there, so we need a 5 here. These two numbers are 7 and 8. There's a 7 here. This one's going to be a 7. This is going to be an 8. Hopefully this works with the Doots. So this is 11. This is 10. That's working. Awesome. And everything looks like it's working out. All right, so this number definitely can't be a 3, so this is going to be a 3. Just thinking about what can go on this Doot. 3 in the corner. 3 in the spotlight. All right, so this is either going to be an 8 or a 6. 8 or 6. 8 or 6. We don't know. All right. 8 or 6. And then this is either going to be an 8 or 6 as well. Oh, nice. Okay, so that does fix this. So since the column needs only 2 more numbers, this is going to have to be an 8 or a 6. It has to be an 8 because there's a 6 looking at it, making this a 6. Perfect. Got another Doot finished. Only 2 numbers left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. So let's mark that down and then think about what can go on this dot. We'll go 5 and 8. Oh, okay, we don't even have to because there's an 8 looking at this one. This one's going to be a 5. This one's going to be an 8. This one's going to be either a 6 or a 4. Can't be a 6. It's going to be a 4. This is going to be a 5. Okay, this number has to be a 9. These two are 5 and 6, I think. There's a 6 looking here. So this is a 5. This is a 6. Nice. Wow. Okay, whole left side of the board is done. That's excellent. Okay, so only 2 numbers left in this column. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 8 and 9. This is an 8, so this is a 9. 8 here. That's going to put, so 10. Okay, so this can't add up to, wait. Okay, so this is going to either have to add up to 9 or 11. So this is a 4 or a 6. There's a 6 here, so this is a 4. Okay, this Doot, sorry, is adds up to 6. So this either has to add up to 5 or 7. So we're putting a 3 or a 5 here, and there's a 5 looking here. So this is a 3. All right, what are these two numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 6 and a 9. There's a 6 here. We got a 6 here. There's a 9 here. These two, 1 and 7. 7 here. There's a 7 here. There's a 1 here. Feels like we're almost done with this thing. What's this number going to be? 1, 2, 3, 8. These two are 4 and 5. No, 4 and 9. Is that really not decided yet? 4 and 9. Nice. Okay, so there's 2 numbers left in every column here. Only 1 number left in this row. I was meant to say row down here, but whatever. 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. Nice. And then, are these dots going to be necessary? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so 1's obviously one of the numbers left in this row. 1 and 7, it's looking like. Yeah, maybe they will, because we really have no information about this side of the board. This box being completely empty is kind of wild. Okay, 1 and 7. Then we have 3 and 9, I think. Oh, and there's a 9 here. Is that gonna? That's nice. Okay, so 9, 3, and then we got 4 and 8. There's an 8 here. So this is an 8. This is a 4. Does that work with our Doots? It does. Very nice. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a 2, right? It has to be. Because this number, so these two are the same. So this number has to be 1 more or 1 less than this number, and it can't be 0, so it has to be a 2. So that's definitely a 2. Let's get rid of that. It's going to put a 2 here. Get rid of that. Awesome. And we're close to done with the Doots. But I guess we still have 3 more squares that are on Doots. All right, so what else is going on here? 3 numbers left in this row. Only 2 numbers left in this row. Maybe that's more worth considering. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a 5 and a 7. 5 here, so that's a 5. This is a 7. Only 3 numbers left in this row, and they're all on Doots. One of them's on 2 Doots. So that's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at that. So we got a 1, 3, 6. 1, 3, 6. All right, there's a 6 here, so I'm just going to type in all the numbers, and then I'll trim it down. 1, 3, 6. This can't be a 6. This can't be a 3. All right, so which one of these can be a 1? So the Doots are interesting here, right? So if this is a 1, that'd be 10, and this could be, and this could still be a 1 or a 3. No, it can't be a 1. It's kind of tricky to think about. We just don't have all that many. We don't have any numbers for this one, but we do have a good amount of information here. So 8 and 9. So this has to add up. So if this was a 1, is that possible? If this was a 1, this would add up to 9. This would have to add up to 8 or 10. This would have to be a 1 as well. So this being a 1 is not possible. So this has to be a 3. Let me run that one more time. So if this number was a 1, this would add up to 9, which would mean this would have to add up to either 8 or 10. This is already 9, so it can't add up to 8. And if it was going to add up to 10, this would have to be a 1, and these can't both be 1. So this can't be 1, which means it's a 3, which means that this is a, I guess we didn't get that much information there. This is now a 1-6 pair, but this is going to have to be a 1, right? Yeah, this has to be a 1. 6 wouldn't work because this adds up to 11. This can't add up to 15. So this is a 1. This is a 1. This is a 6. Nice to have one more little tricky logic in there. This is going to be 1 because this has to add up to 1 more or less than this. 7 definitely wasn't working, so this is going to be a 7. These two numbers. 1, 2, 3. We need a 4 and a 6. There's a 4 here, we need a 4 there, and a 6 here. It's going to put a 4 here, a 9 here. Then we have 2 more numbers in this row. They are 3 and 5, right? All right, we got a 5 here, 3 here. We need, that's another 3 in the corner. We're doubling down on the 3 in the corners, 3 in the spotlight, losing their religion. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9. Okay, we got a 7 here. 7, 9. We need a 1 and an 8. So we're going to put a 1 there, an 8 here, and hopefully this is good. We gooch. Nailed it. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.